Hey Chris, this is John. Just going to go over some details here to show you what a website can do for your business and how it's done briefly. So, we're going to go over what happens first when you type in a keyword into Google. So, a keyword like roofing companies Atlanta GA, Google looks at this and ranks each business that has this phrase in their website accordingly. Um, I'll go over that in a little bit more detail. First, I'm going to break down what you see in front of you here when you first put a search in. Yeah, and a lot of people think they know what they're looking at, but a lot don't. So it's important to know the ins and outs of it. So the first thing that we see usually is uh, ads, which people do pay for to be put up at the top here. We can see ad right there. Um, then as we go down here, we see the Google Map Pack or the Google My Business section. And then down here are your organic searches. So as we go back up here, I'm going to go through the Google My Business or Map Pack section here because it's differently ranked from these right here. So the first thing that we see here are the top three, and this is important because a lot of people see this with their eyes first on their mobile device, or heck, you can even see it here on when you type it in on your home PC. Uh, but it's important to have a good, strong profile here. So when we look at this, we'll grab the top one here and then see what's so good about it. First, they have everything taken care of as far as their information. It's well uh, uh, accurate and plenty of information here. And they also have a lot of 5-star reviews and plenty of well written reviews in this section right here. So when we go up to the pictures as well, they put plenty of pictures in their profile, and Google takes that into account as well. So we go back. The other main part of it is citations. Citations are the main driver of this ranking system for these. Citations essentially are your listings in different directories across the internet. It doesn't matter how big or small. Some of them are a little stronger than others. Um, but having your address and phone number for the company in websites like the Yellow Pages and Yelp and that sort of thing, those types of directories are what matter. um, I can't tell you how many times I've seen a company with, look at this. So we've got 81 5 stars, 317 5 stars, 31. They're second. They kill the competition, but I guarantee they don't have as many citations as the other ones. And we have a program to look that up, but I didn't want to bog you down with too much information right out the gate. So when we go down here further, we look at the top organics here, and this is just roofing. We can look at uh, other categories, other niches as well. But Colony Roofers are the first one. Usually, what you'll see is a Better Business Bureau or Home Advisor, Angie's List, that sort of thing, uh, and then these types of the top organic rated websites. So the first one I'm going to grab here was Colony Roofers, which is right here. This is our analytics tool that lets us see what people are doing, how they're doing it, what they've got, so on and so forth. It's important to note here, just off of their organic traffic, which is strictly them just being at the top of the list, they're getting well into 4,500 range for traffic. So literally 4,500 people are clicking on their website and taking a look at their stuff. So typically what we like to say is anywhere from 10 to 15% of those will convert to actual sales. It could vary depending on the category, depending on a bunch of things, but we like to be safe and say 10 to 15% guaranteed. Um, Now, when we look further down here, we see the organic keywords and the backlinks. I'm going to click on their actual website and bring it up here so you can see what they're doing. Um, when we go down here, they have plenty of text and plenty of keywords in what they're doing. Metal roofs. Um, they have things highlighted. Lots of content here for Google to parse through and check out. It's important to have keywords, especially when you start out. a blog is a great way of generating content as well. And what I mean by content is meaningful stuff that has to do with your website, things that have to do with your business. Um, Google looks for this and looks for those keywords in there that we type in, like roofing companies, Atlanta, Georgia, up here. And somewhere at some point, it was in their website, and Google knew to look at that and associate that with their website. So it's important to be generating content. It's important to have those keywords in there. Not too many, obviously, because if you what we do if you put in what we call keyword stuffing, Google realizes what you're doing and just knocks you out. So important to be very measured with how you do it and what you put in there, but also important to have the strong keywords in there. So with those keywords, it's not enough to just have them in there. What you have to do, and this is imperative, you have to backlink. Backlinking is everything. Um, it's what powers your website. Think of the keywords as your structure and your frame, and think of backlinks as your electricity and your power. Once you have those keywords, you start hooking up the backlinks, and you do that by taking your website's address, literally like colonyroofers.com, and putting it on other relevant websites, like say Lowe's or Home Depot or something like that. Something that has to do with what you do on the website. Google will see that it's related and start giving you that power. You kind of borrow from each website when you do this. So it's kind of like a popularity contest in that way. So once it looks and sees who you're relating with and sees that it's relative to what you're doing, it's going to start boosting you up the rankings. Now, a lot of this takes time. A lot of it takes sometimes it takes effort. In this case, since you're in a bigger city, it takes a little bit more work and a little bit more money to throw at it. But time is all you need in doing this, and it's very doable if you have the time and the money. So once we go back here, I'll show you the keywords that we're also checking out. I actually put together two lists here so you can see roofing in general in the metro area. We've got 300 numbers like this: 300, 250, 250, 200, 200. I mean, you're seeing big numbers here. So there are a lot of people looking. This is the volume of searches that happened in Google in the past month for these subjects. And these keywords are all on different websites and people competing for this. So as you go down the line here, you can see how many people are searching for these subjects. It's really important to note that, because that's where all your clients are going to be coming from in regards to your website. When we go over to roofing or general contractors and the like, and other such um, categories, we can see even more. General contractor, Atlanta, GA, 400 people. And then kitchen remodelers, 250. Atlanta bath remodeling, 200. Atlanta bath, 200. Bath remodel, 200. 150, 150, 150. As you can see, tons and tons of people looking up all this stuff in Georgia. So important to note that. Lots and lots of business to be had here. The meantime, what we like to do as professionals, in the meantime, we like to get a ad campaign going on for Google and Facebook while we're building those links up. And while those links are building, we're doing some good ad campaigns and bringing in leads while we're slowly building this up. So in case you're worried about, putting all this effort and money into a website while it's not bringing much in as it goes up the ranks, you can have a couple of ad campaigns going on and bringing in the money while that's happening. The thing is about those campaigns, Facebook and Google both like to take advantage of people who don't know what they're doing when it comes to this, and like a lot of other companies, they'll kind of send you into a money pit, and before you know it, you've spent too much money and haven't gotten too much into it. So it's a good reason to know professionals who know what they're talking about. Um, I think we're at the end here. If you need anything or have any more questions, feel free to contact me on Messenger or on my cell. You can reach me at 937-903-8766. And I hope this explains some things. And if you liked what you saw, please give me a call or send me a message. Otherwise, it's free information, and I hope you have a good day.